Hello everybody. I wanted to do something a little different here. Remember last year when Elenin was approaching and there was all this crazy stuff on the internet about, the comet was going to hit the planet, or Nibiru's coming back, and all this crazy stuff. I remember one guy, he had his bunker all set up and he was getting people signed up to, go hide in some hillside somewhere. Anyway, this happened, if you look at the date on this here, it's, let's see, August, around the end of August, the 23rd through September 1st, 2011. This is the SOHO from NASA, and I saw this. Apparently, here's Mercury, and the sun's over here on the left side, and we got Jupiter over here. And you can see, let me see if there's a circle here. Here's the circle. You can see right here, Elenin, there's this mass solar, I don't know what it is, shock wave, this ejection coming out from somewhere near Jupiter. Now, I'm not saying this is exactly what happened. I don't know, but this was quite strange that we stopped here about Elenin. It just all went away. But this here happened, and I found something. I was searching through Jordan Maxwell's archive. I don't know if you know who he is. He's an esoteric scholar, author, lecturer, talks about secret societies, and since the 50s he's been doing stuff, researching tons of stuff: symbolism, religion, government, ancient history. He was in business with Zecharia Sitchin, who wrote the books about Nibiru and translated the Sumerian texts and talked all about the Anunnaki. Well, Jordan was being interviewed in April of last year, about 4 months before this happened. Anyway, I wanted to play a little clip of this just so you could hear it. Let me jump to that now.
Group, and so I've heard all the stories from the scientists and the physicists, and I'm aware that there's a lot of danger lurking out there. But I'm also aware that even the ancient Romans said that Jupiter, the god Jupiter, was our protector. And in actual point of fact, Jupiter is our protector. Jupiter's gravitational force field is so strong that it actually affects the sun. And and so when Jupiter, so far away from the sun, can actually in fact affect the sun, and we know it does, well, then it must be very, very strong, this gravitational force field. And therefore, any foreign object coming into our solar system that might pose a threat to the Earth, it will be sucked into Jupiter, as all the as we've seen in the past. Even in our lifetime, we've seen many comets and great meteors coming into our solar system, and they are immediately sucked into Jupiter.
Right.
And so Jupiter has always been understood, even by the ancient Romans and the ancient people, as the protector of the Earth. Well, actually, scientifically, there is some basis for thinking that Jupiter is a protector for the Earth, because it's so profoundly strong in its gravitational force field.
So anyway, just wanted to throw that out there, because I did a video on that and was paying attention to it a lot. I know some of you guys were too, so I just thought I'd throw that out there. I thought that was interesting that in the beginning of the interview, which I didn't play, this was on Truth Frequency Radio, he started out, "Hey, Jordan, can you give us the lowdown on Nibiru and this Elenin comet and stuff?" And he's like, basically, "I'm not real worried about it. I've been hearing comets coming towards the planet for all my life." Jordan's in his 70s, and he said, just not worried about it. And then he went on to talk about Jupiter, and then we had those images from the SOHO NASA. So anyway, I just thought that was interesting. Want to throw that out there for you guys to check it out. So anyway, take care. I think tomorrow I'm trying to come out with there was some information from the IMF, which I thought was pretty funny. Might do a video on that. I broke down, got a new camera, little 52 times optical zoom, which I don't know how often I'm going to use that because I don't use a zoom too much in my videos. But I picked up a little Samsung HD. It's on sale for $179. So hopefully we'll be getting some better clarity on the videos on the drive home, or if me in the office, whatever. So talk to y'all soon. Take care. Okay, so I wanted to zoom in on this to see if you guys could see what's going on here. So there's some type of blast coming from Jupiter and some type of shock wave. There's the shock wave, you can see. And this here, let's see where it's at. So you're going to see Elenin, right? Here it is here. You're going to see Elenin coming in right there. And it kind of goes off course. Watch right when the shock wave gets near that yellow circle. Boom, there it went. It's like something hit Elenin and just sent it off course. Here it is here, slow-mo. It hits it and then it just kind of goes the other direction.